I got it! Yes, I have one. It is real. It does exist. It's not a fake. It's not clickbait. It is real. Right here in my hands. It is real. So this is the reissue Funko's Toy Freddy. The Funko just re-released at GameStop.com. And like I said, it's 100% real. I didn't believe it myself when I first saw it, but it is real. Check yourself. When I first saw this thing, I was surprised. To myself, I thought it was fake. This is how I found out it was real. So I was just searching on GameStop, looking at actually the new Halloween plushies I was thinking about getting. So I was searching around and I realized I had to get all three of them. Well, there's actually four, but they're three. It's actually four. So I need three of them. And here, I'm talking way too fast. So there, I was on there looking at Halloween plushies and looking for something to add to cart so I can get a little cheaper shipping. And when I was on there looking at stuff, this guy popped up. And when I first saw the listing, mind you, it was a listing that said that this guy was around $10 plus shipping and it was in stock. And I don't know if you guys know when it first came out, but this one came out with the first wave. I was back in like 2016, something like that. I forget exactly. I don't keep track of that 100%. I forget. Please don't judge me. Please don't hit me. Please, I love you. My first thoughts when I saw it was like, no, that's not. That's a bootleg. That has to be bootleg. It's 100% has to be bootleg. So I clicked on it and I carefully went through every detail of that listing on eBay. No, not eBay. GameStop. I looked around at it and it looked legit. But I still wasn't convinced. So I scoured the rest of the internet. I'm looking through all of Google, going through all the articles I can find on there to see if it was true. I finally found a Reddit post that has shown that it was real. They said, this is 100% legit. Funko's re-releasing this guy. He even showed a picture. And then I started seeing small videos of people opening it themselves on YouTube before I got it. I was like, oh my god, this is real, I need to get it, because if I don't, those scalpers, I'm gonna take it and quadruple price. And guess what? I was right! So now I got this guy here, and I'm gonna give you my own thoughts and review, so let's get to it. I never owned an original Toy Freddy, and this first Toy Freddy I ever actually got, so I can't really tell if it's exactly like the original, the re-release. Well, it was re-released just like the original. But I can give my best thoughts on it, and let's see how it is. When I first got this guy out of the box, its eyes, there was a bunch of like loose threads and things out on the sides everywhere. I tried to make it look like wonky. And I was like, wait, what the heck is this? What is eye popping out something? What the heck? I took a closer look and I realized it was just some like extra thread and things kind of cloth. Like, you see like a little extra material that was just left behind there on accident when it was made. So I just quickly got some small scissors and precisely cut it. I'm sweating my butt off, you can tell. And I just precisely cut him up, and he now looks 100% better. Without all that, he looks way better. All that extra stuff gone. And so far, everything else looks pretty good. My only nitpick is like the head. I don't know if the original head's like this, but the head looks more round and kind of sticking out right here. I don't know if it's mine. You can see how the smile is like sticking out side to side right there. And that's pretty much my only real nitpick is the head. Everything else, all of course the eyes, how they first came. But everything else seems pretty good. The material feels pretty good. Tie. Everything else, just like the cheeks, not the only thing that bothered me, and how the eyes came, like I said. Everything else seems pretty good. The butts are what? So that's how it came out package, and everything looks pretty good. It looks a lot to the original, looks very similar to it. The darker material, use Toy Freddy, the cheeks look about the same, and eye color. But I think I noticed it. I don't know if it's true with like all of them or it's just mine or something. The head on this one doesn't look exactly like the original head. I don't know if it's just like a stock picture and all of them's gonna look that way, or they legit changed something on him. but not just me. I think it looks a little different from the original. I can't tell 100%. I never owned an original, so this is my best opinion I can give. I can compare him to his wave mates, and someone came out of wave at the same time as him. The original Freddy plush and the exclusive ultra rare Shadow Freddy plush. All came out the same year, I think. Okay, so now let's compare the two. And Toy Freddy is pretty much almost exactly like the original Freddy. It looks like they're pretty much from the same sculpts or plush pattern, whatever they use for that. Just the main difference is their darker color and the redness on the cheeks. Otherwise, let's move on in. Oh yeah, the red on his hat too. Otherwise, they look pretty much the same. Like the heads look like they're made from the same shape, although mine looks like he's taking a hard, like, left or right look to there, like, But they're pretty much the same kind of round shape. Both of them are. And they're pretty much stitched the same too. So, yeah, I think these are pretty much just both the same patterns, just darker material and a little bit extras. And that's pretty much it. Oh, forgot about these. Did the original have these buttons here? I don't know. I need to look it up again. I'm curious now. I don't remember now. I need to look it up. It's gonna bug me. One stuff, they're the same. They pretty much have the same noses, eyes, eyelashes, and hats. This guy with a little red. So yeah, I think it pretty much confirms that it's just a re-pattern, just a little extras. That's pretty much that's it between those two. Now let's compare to Shadow Freddy. And besides the obvious differences between like the plush pattern, the eyes, well, plush color and pattern, the eyes, between all three of them, it's pretty much the same pattern, just like different colors and stuff added. Pretty much all the same, but I noticed this in this one. You can see the head. It's a little more pointier and less round than Toy Freddy and Freddy. And that's where I think like maybe the original Toy Freddy had this kind of head. I don't know if it's like a natural thing or it's just like difference in how the plushes were made. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I believe it might be. That the heads are more like this on the original Toy Freddy than this one. That's like a little bit difference. If I ever find like the original Toy Freddy, I'm gonna do an exact comparison, see which ones, if there's any differences between them. Anything different between them at all. And so that's pretty much it. There's not much else to say about this guy. He's still a pretty good plush if you don't get like the same kind of mistakes I might have get him. He's still a pretty good plush. He's really solid. It feels brand new. Everything feels really well put together. I realize he's gonna fall apart. And overall, he is really good. I'm glad to finally have my own Toy Freddy. And now I just gotta get the other toys and I'll just have like the complete gang. Because I already have mango and yellow ones. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to get your own, hurry up and get them on GameStop before all the scalpers take them all away and triple the price. I mean it, it's happening. You can find us at GameStop.com or maybe eventually if they got stores. I don't know, I don't have a GameStop close to me, but if you see them, well, let me know below and post pictures, get the word out. Get everyone the opportunity to get one of these for himself before the scalpers take them away. So anyway, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual sellout stuff. And remember to hit the bell so you always know when I'm posting videos. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching and I hope you enjoyed. We are out. I'm hungry, getting food. Goodbye. Oh wait, I've got to do a test. I want to see if the fabric felt the same as all the other ones. Let's see. Quick feel test. And actually feels pretty much the same. All of them have the same kind of feel to them. I think more so original Freddy and Toy Freddy. Yeah, about the same. So yeah, that's everything about him is probably the same as when it first came out. I have a question because I heard when you guys first came out, Funko actually lost like the company that made the original material for these guys, and they had to change the material. That's why it's on the plushie side so different between the years. But these guys feel the same, so did they get them back, or did they just find a way to make another one, or get the material themselves? Well, as I answer questions, hopefully we'll find answer one day. Anyway, that's it again. If you liked, remember to do all the stuff I said, and this is my last goodbye, so see you later. Goodbye. I forgot one more thing. I want to say that since this guy got a re-release, so we're hopeful for other re-releases like this guy. Maybe we'll get re-releases of this guy, or of Golden Freddy, or what plush I really want to get is Lullabit, and maybe the exotic butters. Imagine we got re-releases of those. Those would fly off shelves, and those scalpers will probably get it all before we can. I think I'm going too crazy with them. Anyway, so now it's it. So, got nothing else to say. Remember, if you like what you saw, subscribe and all that stuff, and goodbye for real. I mean it this time, goodbye.